Alright, what's going on, guys? Try back again. Here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing a video talking about the change.org petition to remove Ben Affleck from the role of Batman. And, of course, the recent announcement that Matt Damon will be playing Robin. Matt Damon. Okay, that's not true at all. That never happened. But it wouldn't be a stretch at this point, would it? Okay, so I'll put the link in the description to the change.org petition so you guys can go ahead and click on it and check it out. At the time of recording, the petition has 83,702 supporters to remove Ben Affleck as Batman from the Batman Superman movie that will be coming out later, or Man of Steel 2, whatever they end up calling it officially in terms of the title. It's pretty simple. Most people want him out, I think, personally. If 83,000 people are going to sign a petition to try to get rid of him, it's pretty obvious people don't want Ben Affleck as their Batman going forward. And people have asked me, because I did a video on it originally when it was first announced in my channel, if you guys want to check it out, if my thoughts on him as Batman have changed. And no, they have not changed. I think that Ben Affleck makes an okay Bruce Wayne. I think he'll do fine as Bruce Wayne. He's got black hair, really dark black hair. He's skinny. He's got the kind of comic booky chin, but maybe not quite wide enough. But for Bruce Wayne, he's got good enough look, and he's good enough actor to pull off Bruce Wayne. The trouble is when he's going to be going to actually portray Batman. I personally can't see it. I've been thinking about it and trying to envision it, and it just doesn't work for me. It's like, no, it's like I picture a modern day George Clooney, Ben Affleck as Batman. That's what I think it's going to be. It's going to be like like a modern Batman and Robin. God damn it. It's so I think personally it could ruin the movie for a lot of people, because the thing is if this is going to be your Dark Knight Returns Batman versus Superman, right? You're going to have people, they're going to want to jump on board with one or the other. They're going to say, okay, I support Batman in this fight, or I support Superman in this fight between the two, because it looks like that's where they're going with the movies. It's going to be more of a versus matchup than it is going to be like a team-up, right? So if you're going to be taking sides, Henry Cavill makes an awesome Superman, and definitely somebody people could vote for, I would think, or want to get behind and support in this whole thing. But Ben Affleck as Batman, he doesn't do him justice to where people are like, oh yeah, that's my dude, I want him to beat Superman. Yeah, the one man who beat Superman, yeah. I love that, I want to see that. No, no. That's all there is to it. No. It's just no. It doesn't work. If Christian Bale was in there and he played like your older Bruce Wayne from The Dark Knight Returns to face against Superman and fight Superman, yeah, you can get behind that. You'd be like, oh man, yeah, it's Christian Bale. Whatever. He's going to be awesome. It's great, and I'm siding with him against Superman in this movie. But what's going to happen is I think that a lot of people are going to be like, I like Henry Cavill Superman. I don't like Ben Affleck as Batman. I just don't like it. So, I think personally it's a huge mistake from Warner Brothers. Do I think the petition is going to do anything? No, I don't think so. They may have already signed a contract. They may have already done that type of thing. And if they already have, which they probably have, then the deal's done. They're not going to change it now. They can't really change it now. Is he a good actor? And yeah, he's a good actor. He's a good director. He did Argo and The Town, and lots of other stuff he's been involved in. And he's got experience doing superhero movies and Daredevil. So how will it all turn out? I think it'll be okay. But I think it really shows how special the Dark Knight trilogy was, where we had such great choices for most of the actors. There was still a few near the end there I feel like weren't the best, like Bane. Tom Hardy's Bane was not the greatest. Anne Hathaway's Catwoman, didn't feel that very much. But definitely Christian Bale as your Batman, Bruce Wayne, was amazing. And your Heath Ledger's the Joker, amazing. Liam Neeson as Ra's, amazing. Cillian Murphy, or Killian Murphy, however you pronounce it, as a Scarecrow, amazing. So most of them were on point. The thing is about it though is even if you screw up like your Catwoman or your Bane, if that's not as big of a deal as if you screw up Batman. If you screw up the casting choice for Batman, you're in trouble. And unfortunately, I think that's what they've done. I think they've made a, oops, shit, we messed up. Oh well, can we undo this? No, we can't. Contract's already signed. But, again, I'm not the only one who thinks this. Over 80,000 people agree with me that he's going to make a horrendous Batman. I mean, George Clooney was as bad as it's going to get, but he's not going to be that bad, I don't think. But he's definitely not going to be as good as your Christian Bale or, Michael Keaton probably. It is what it is. They can't change it at this point. The petition's probably not going to do anything, but my thoughts on it stand. Will I be boycotting the movie and not watching it or something like that? I mean, no, because it's going to be a huge movie and something that we've never seen anything like before. So it'll definitely be something I will want to check out even still. But with regards to who I back in the whole Batman versus Superman part of the story, I gotta tell you, it makes a big difference that they picked a bad Batman. If they'd have picked a really good actor or a person that was more suited for the role, like an action movie star, versus someone like Ben Affleck, like a Scott Adkins, or if they could have gotten Christian Bale back, or any of these other type of actors, I think it would have done a lot better. So it's a big screw up, but these things happen. There's so many different elements to a movie, and it really shows how great the Dark Knight trilogy was, that most of these things, these really important things, were on point, and people liked those casting choices, and they turned out really good. For this one, I don't think it's going to turn out that good. I'm just making predictions here. We haven't seen anything yet. Yes, people always say this. It's the dumbest thing. Oh man, everyone said Heath Ledger was going to be a bad Joker, and look how that turned out. Yeah, but Ben Affleck, Batman, Affleck, it's not the same thing. It's really not the same thing. And the movie could still be good, even still, regardless. But people just don't like him as Batman. I don't either. I never will. And no one will convince me otherwise. I personally don't think he's a good choice for Batman. Daredevil, yeah, he can screw that up. Nobody cares too much about Daredevil. But Batman, wrong, no. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about the petition. This is the last video I'm going to do for a while, talking about the casting choice. It sucks, but it's done. It's probably already finished and signed, and the whole deal is done. So, it can't be undone now, even no matter how many people sign the petition. But it's still cool to see a petition that probably within a week or two is going to be over 100,000 people that also agree and think that Ben Affleck is a bad choice. Anyway, I'll call it here. That's pretty much all I got to say. That's it for this video, guys. I'll see you for the next one. This is Trev, and I'm saying peace.